My dear non-existent viewers, welcome to TVB9's channel. Oh my gosh, that was the worst intro I've ever done for one of these movie reviews. Anyways, it's TVB9. I just got home from seeing Jurassic World Rebirth, the 7th installment in the Jurassic Park / World franchise, where it stars Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali and some other people as they play these mercenaries sent to, set 32 years after the events of the first Jurassic Park film, where the world's used to dinosaurs again, and now that there's since the events of Jurassic World Dominion, yes, dinosaurs have spread to the mainland, but because of the changing climate, they're mostly restricted now to the tropics, and they're sent to one of the original islands where the dinosaurs were first brought back from extinction to get these DNA samples, and a lot of dinosaur / monster madness ensues from there. Yeah, it's directed by Gareth Edwards, right? And this was one of my most anticipated films of the year because I can't not get excited for new Jurassic films, because the first Jurassic Park, the 1993 original, is one of my favorite films of all time, right? And I think anyone who's been watching my movie reviews long enough probably already knows this. The very first, way back in 2015, when I was incoming a junior in high school, Jurassic World was the first film I ever properly reviewed for this channel. I remember in the early days of me making videos throughout high school, I talked about movies quite a bit throughout 2014 and the first few months of 2015, but it wasn't until that summer when Jurassic World was released was when 16-year-old me was just that's it, I'm gonna be like Jeremy Johnson, start reviewing movies on this YouTube channel like he does. And yeah, I honestly, the Jurassic franchise, I generally wouldn't be the person that I am today without it. And I've at least enjoyed all the Jurassic World films and, the Jurassic Park sequels, despite their flaws. And Rebirth is no exception. Is this film better, now that I've seen it and I've digested my thoughts on it, is it better than Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which I know this is not a hot take by any means, as my least favorite film of the franchise? I'm gonna say yeah, it did. I think this film breezes through its runtime, and I feel there's some scenes in Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, and Jurassic World as well, where I feel the pacing kind of slugs a little bit, and there's some scenes that could have gone by a little faster. This film, on the other hand, I feel goes by a little too fast, which can be a blessing and a curse, in a sense where it's the film is short and sweet and to the point, but there's some things that, there's some themes throughout the film I feel are, this is a problem I had with 28 Years Later, another film I've seen recently, weirdly enough, that there's some things that are great in concept, but could have been a lot better in terms of execution. This film has a very big, the Jurassic World Rebirth has a big emphasis now on these hybrids, which is not new for the franchise by any means, but the D-Rex that we saw in the trailer and this Velociraptor Pterosaur hybrid thing, yeah, those make quite a few appearances. And Gareth Edwards, he also directed Rogue One and Godzilla. His signature is the size and scale of these films. The thing that that we mostly come to see is only on screen for a very limited amount of time, how Godzilla in the 2014 film was only on screen for a total of 15 minutes, and how in Star Wars Rogue One we were promised Darth Vader, right? Even though Darth Vader's only on screen for a very short amount of time in the film, but when Godzilla and Darth Vader are on screen in Godzilla and Rogue One, they're just the absolute best parts about the entire film. Yeah, well, that once again appears in Jurassic World Rebirth in his directing style. We finally got the river scene, the notorious and the iconic river scene from Michael Crichton, the original Jurassic Park novel. After all these years, we finally got the T-Rex chasing the family, swimming after them in the river, which I can't imagine how difficult it would have been for 1993 standards. But aside from that one scene, this film is oddly really not that reliant on T-Rex or the Velociraptors, which have both been a staple in the franchise ever since day one. Yeah, it's and the D-Rex isn't on screen that much either, but whenever it is, I was oh my gosh, I can't take my eyes off this thing. Neither can I do so with the Titanosauruses. Because like they gotta get DNA samples from the Titanosaurs, the Mosasaur, and the Quetzalcoatlus, which again, not spoilers either, they're in the trailer. Another thing I really liked in this film is how they gave the Spinosaurus a second chance. Spinosaurus is personally my favorite dinosaur, and Jurassic Park 3 introduced me to Spinosaurus way back in 2001, but we've made so many more discoveries since then that yes, while Spinosaurus was bigger and heavier than all the other carnivorous dinosaurs, the theropods, like it was very, like, due to its immense weight, it was rather clumsy on land. Its diet was more for fish. It ate mostly fish. Now the latest studies have suggested that it's semi-aquatic. And which the whole semi-aquatic, was Spinosaurus truly a swimmer? That debate still goes on. Like I actually read an article recently saying that Spinosaurus might not have been able to swim that strongly, which I'll touch base more on in another video. But on the film, I loved how the every scene, like, when they're on the boat heading to the island and the pack of Spinosauruses are just like swimming after them, I was just like, yes, like I felt like a kid again. I'm really glad that obviously the Spinosaurus isn't here to challenge the T-Rex, which again, thank God that was not the case this time. But we still got to see it in another light. And yeah, there's a lot of really cool dinosaur moments throughout the film, but narratively speaking, I think the script is really all over the place. Again, a lot of things that were really great in concept, but not so great in execution. And the dialogue is very stiff at a few scenes. Holy crap, I was just like, my girlfriend and I were sitting in the theater and I was just like, oh geez, Scarlett Johansson. It's so, like, Scarlett, like, I think Mahershala Ali, out of all the human characters out of the film, because he's been in the franchise for the past few movies now, he was the best out of the human characters in the film. But I think the narrative, as he's, because Jurassic Park the Jurassic Park films have developed their fair share of cliches, and this film definitely retreads on that in ways where I hope that it wouldn't have had. I'm just gonna like wrap up this review right here. This is gonna be the spoiler-free Jurassic World Rebirth video, review video. I'm gonna plan sometime within the next week because I'm getting laid off from my main job this Monday. Monday's my last day at the zoo job, right? So I'm gonna sometime probably either that night or like the day or two after that, I'm gonna make my video. It's again my spoiler talk for Jurassic World Rebirth, and is going to include my like updated ranking on the Jurassic Park franchise. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All in all, Jurassic World Rebirth, I'm giving it a 5 out of 9 stars. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not without its problems, but I still enjoyed the film for what it is. Jurassic World Rebirth, have you seen it? What did you think about it? How do you think is it like the best film we've gotten since the first film, or is it the worst film we've gotten since Jurassic Park 3 or Fallen Kingdom or Dominion, or like whatever your favorite or least favorite Jurassic film is? Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to this channel, please. And yeah, I gotta go to bed soon. Have a good night. Stay beastly.